Welcome to AileronOS. Before learning how artificial intelligence can support federal acquisition activities, it is important to understand the acquisition lifecycle itself. Many organizations begin with prompts, tools, and automation. However, successful AI adoption requires a much broader understanding of how acquisition decisions are made, documented, reviewed, and governed. Federal acquisition operates within a framework of laws, regulations, policies, procedures, oversight responsibilities, and accountable human decision-making. AI can assist with research, analysis, drafting, knowledge retrieval, and workflow acceleration. However, AI does not replace acquisition authority, contracting authority, program management responsibility, legal review, security oversight, or professional judgment. This foundation module establishes the context necessary to understand where AI can help, where human expertise remains essential, and how both government and contractor teams participate across the acquisition lifecycle. One of the most important concepts in federal acquisition is that all lifecycle phases are interconnected. Decisions made during planning influence market research. Market research influences requirements. Requirements influence solicitations. Solicitations influence evaluations. Evaluations influence awards. Awards influence contract performance. Performance influences mission outcomes and future acquisitions. Mistakes made early in the process often create downstream consequences that may not become visible until months or years later. Poor requirements can result in performance challenges. Incomplete documentation can create audit concerns. Weak acquisition planning can increase risks to schedule, cost, security, and execution. Understanding the full life cycle helps acquisition professionals recognize how their decisions affect stakeholders throughout the acquisition process. Whether you work for the government or industry, life cycle awareness improves communication, documentation quality, compliance, and mission success. The federal acquisition lifecycle begins when an organization identifies a mission need. Government teams define objectives, determine desired outcomes, identify constraints, and assess available resources. Acquisition planning follows. According to FAR Part 7, agencies are required to perform acquisition planning and promote the efficient and effective acquisition of supplies and services. Market research is conducted in accordance with FAR Part 10 to understand available commercial capabilities, industry practices, and potential sources. Requirements are developed and documented. Solicitations are then prepared and released to industry. Contractors evaluate opportunities, assess strategic fit, develop solutions, prepare pricing, and submit proposals. Government evaluation teams review submissions and support source selection activities. Following award, attention shifts toward contract administration, performance oversight, compliance management, and mission delivery. The lifecycle concludes with contract closeout, records management, lessons learned, and preparation for future acquisitions. Although often displayed as a sequence of phases, acquisition is best understood as an interconnected system with continuous feedback loops. From the government perspective, acquisition professionals are responsible for meeting mission objectives while protecting taxpayer resources and complying with applicable laws and regulations. Government teams identify mission needs, conduct acquisition planning, perform market research, develop requirements, determine acquisition strategies, release solicitations, evaluate offers, make award decisions, oversee contract performance, maintain official acquisition records, and ensure compliance throughout the contract lifecycle. Government personnel remain accountable for acquisition decisions regardless of whether AI tools are used during the process. AI may assist with analysis and documentation, but acquisition authority remains with designated government officials. Human accountability does not transfer to technology. Contractors experience the acquisition lifecycle differently. Industry teams monitor market signals, identify opportunities, qualify pursuits, analyze customer needs, and develop solutions that align with mission objectives. Capture teams engage before solicitations are released whenever permitted by regulation. Proposal teams respond to formal requirements. Contracts professionals ensure compliance. Program managers oversee delivery following award. Successful contractors understand more than the solicitation itself. They understand the government's acquisition process, evaluation objectives, constraints, risks, and decision-making environment. Organizations that understand both perspectives are often better positioned to communicate effectively, reduce misunderstandings, and support successful mission outcomes. One of the most important principles in effective AI use is context. AI systems do not automatically understand your mission, organization, acquisition strategy, contract type, security requirements, evaluation factors, agency policy, or regulatory environment. The quality of AI output is directly influenced by the quality of information provided. In acquisition environments, context may include the user's role, the acquisition phase, applicable FAR and DFARS requirements, contract type, security requirements, evaluation criteria, historical information, organizational policies, and required deliverables. Without sufficient context, AI-generated outputs may appear credible while containing inaccuracies, omissions, unsupported assumptions, or compliance concerns. Providing appropriate context helps produce outputs that are more relevant, useful, and defensible. AI can support many activities across the acquisition lifecycle. Planning teams may use AI to organize information, summarize documents, identify trends, and support research activities. Market research teams may analyze industry capabilities, identify potential sources, and evaluate market conditions. Requirements teams may use AI-assisted drafting and review processes. Contractors may use AI to analyze solicitations, develop compliance matrices, improve proposal workflows, and retrieve institutional knowledge. Performance teams may use AI for reporting support, knowledge management, risk monitoring, and workflow acceleration. However, AI outputs should be treated as inputs to decision-making, not final decisions. Human review remains essential. Subject matter expertise remains essential. Acquisition authority remains essential. AI augments professional capabilities. It does not replace professional responsibility. Responsible AI use requires governance. Federal acquisition environments often involve sensitive information, cybersecurity requirements, privacy considerations, records management obligations, and oversight responsibilities. Organizations must evaluate what data is being used, where the data is stored, who has access, how outputs are validated, how records are retained, and how decisions are documented. This training aligns with recognized guidance including acquisition.gov resources, DFARS cybersecurity requirements, the NIST AI risk management framework, and current OMB guidance related to AI governance and acquisition. Throughout AileronOS, AI is presented as one component of a larger enterprise ecosystem that includes people, process, policy, technology, governance, and accountability. Technology alone is not the solution. Successful implementation requires all of these elements working together. Upon completion of this foundation module, learners will understand how the federal acquisition lifecycle functions from mission need through closeout, why acquisition phases are interconnected, how government and contractor responsibilities differ across the same process, which key artifacts, reviews, and outputs appear throughout the lifecycle, how acquisition regulations shape decision-making, where AI can safely support acquisition activities, why context improves AI effectiveness, and why governance, compliance, and human review remain critical. This knowledge establishes the foundation for every role-based learning path within AileronOS. One of the unique aspects of AileronOS is its dual perspective approach. Most acquisition professionals understand their own responsibilities. The strongest acquisition professionals understand how the entire ecosystem operates. Government teams benefit from understanding contractor challenges. Contractors benefit from understanding government acquisition processes. This shared understanding reduces friction, improves communication, strengthens documentation quality, and creates better outcomes for all stakeholders. The acquisition lifecycle is not simply a series of tasks. It is a connected system of decisions, responsibilities, controls, and outcomes. By combining acquisition knowledge, subject matter expertise, governance, and responsible AI use, organizations can improve efficiency, strengthen compliance, and better support mission objectives. Welcome to the AileronOS Acquisition Lifecycle Foundation. Your role-based learning journey begins now.